Hello, and welcome to another edition of Airy Sky Rita Lee. This is Chloe Spice, and I am doing another Chloe edition. Yes, another Chloe edition. This is Chloe edition number 8.
That's where I was found you little ragamuffin.
And I wanted to talk about the triggers I've been having, hearing about these trannies getting their sex changes only a few years into their transition, but yet I've been doing it for 7 years and I still struggle trying to get surgery.
Can I just say, even though I'm part of this video,
Sure.
she might have struggled for 7 years, was it you said?
Yeah.
I've struggled for almost 20 and it pisses me off to no end too.
Yeah. I don't like how they try to come out of woodwork. They have no diagnosis of gender identity disorder. And they end up getting a sex change. And they don't even pass. They don't look like women. They're men in dresses. They have male build. And even after they get their vag, they still have anal sex with men. They have anal sex with men, and they, because men get pleasure out of anal sex, and they get a dick stuck up in their ass.
It's because the vagina usually doesn't get any feeling. I mean, look at, no offense, if you look at our tags tonight, we will be doing Princess Jules. Princess Jules has said many times over, pretty much there's not much feeling from what she said, so the best way is to get it from the ass, which is the prostate.
Yeah, that's why a lot of those post-op trainees do. They still get prostate orgasms, and, here's the thing. And they talk about it, too. And this pretty much pisses me off because there's pretty much literally men with vages, while I had to be stuck as a chick with a dick. That's not even, no. That's not fair. It's not fair to me. I mean, I'm truly a woman, and this is what I had to go through. Sorry, my voice is kind of fading out. I have phlegm. Yeah, every time the seasons change, I tend to have, like, allergies and everything. I feel another sneeze coming on. Just hope I don't have another sneeze attack like I just did, where I pretty much compulsively sneeze. Yep. And also, too, I was cramping yesterday. That's another thing, love, is, I could ask any of these trannies about the cramps. You know what one of them answered? The left side. What do you have anything to say about that?
Yeah, being intersex, some people get periods, and I get really periody and moody and bitchy, and it's not a good thing. People sit there and say, I wish I could have periods and babies. I mean, look at that one freak who challenged you with being not intersex. Remember that? Remember that douchebag?
I told them they weren't intersex, and they went off on me saying blah, 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 and they brag about how they think they have periods, and they said they have the cramp on their left side.
Was that the one that got out of the military?
No, that was Mr.
Oh, okay. So it's a different one.
When he said that, I literally laughed because I knew he was full of shit when he said that because, hey, love, where do cramps occur? Where do they actually occur?
My cramps occur right around here.
Same here. Mine occur down here and around here. And, yeah, they don't know what it's like. And a lot of them was like, I wish I could have my periods. I wish I could cramp and be a real woman. No, you don't. Do you literally want this god-awful pain around your abdominal area where you can't even stand up straight and it hurts after you pee? Because literally, I hate those pains, and I've been dealing with it since junior high, and literally at the time when I started having these cramps, I didn't know what they were. I had no idea what they were, and every time I tried explaining these pains I had, it's like people laughed at me like, oh, only girls have that pain. I'm like, well, there must be something else. Maybe I have hernia or something wrong with the appendix, but they kept saying it's not the appendix, it's not hernia, you know if you have those. And saying that's not what they feel like anyways. And then sharp pains, I'm like, I kept thinking it was like some sort of gas pain, but every time I would, pass gas, the pain was still there. The sharp pain was still there, and then it would go away on its own. And, a new month starts, and I'm fine, and, I don't feel this pain, and all of a sudden, a month goes by, and all of a sudden it's back, and I'm like, and like back then, it's just like, I felt the pain, I was like, oh, not again. It's like, why do I keep getting this? But, anyways, back to my rant about these trainees getting sex changes with a couple years in their transition. I don't support it because there are people out there who struggled about 10 to 20 years, if not even more, who, especially a lot of us disabled people who truly are, GID or IS, we get fucked over. We pretty much are like a punching bag to the trans community because we are disabled. And we don't get any services. It's hard for us to get sex changes, and we don't really get it until we're like in our late 30s or early 40s or beyond because, all these trainees keep sucking it all out. They keep sucking up all the surgery dates. They keep sucking up all the care where they don't want to help people like us. And this is why I am sick and tired of the fucking transgender community. These fucking trainees could they could just all fall off a cliff and die. They'll never pass as women. They're always going to be men in dresses. Some of them get their surgeries, they become men with vages. Or I like to call them the man with the vag. But anyways, I am just sick of it, and a lot of you trans out there may think I'm transphobic and I'm being hateful and bigoted, but guess what? I'm actually venting my anger out on the community for all the shit that I've received from the trans community. And every time I try reaching out to the trans community, I get shit on, I get kicked in the ground, and I get fucked over, and nobody gives a shit about me. They want me dead. They want me just to fall off the face of the earth and die. It's like they want me to be miserable. And that's why I don't associate with that community. I'm just trying to become who I am, and that's it, and that's final. I know, you took the inhaler. Are you okay?
I was having breathing trouble. I have something to say as well. I've done this for 20 years. Almost. When I found out in 2014 at Christmas time the transgendered healthcare was put together, it took me over a year to advocate just for breast implants. I heard, oh, it's not medically necessary, it's not medically necessary, it's cosmetic, it's not medically. Every time I wrote, I called, I emailed with hubby's own time. For one entire year, from after Christmas to say Christmas 2014 to January 2016, well, there's one over there, but I don't know if it was Sonda's or not, so I ain't recommending it.
I know.
Anyways, I like scrunchies anyways, and I thought about wearing one. Yeah, I had one somewhere. Anyways, the bottom line is from Christmas 2014 to January 2016, about 12 months or 12 and a half, 12 months, 2 weeks or so, we tried everything. Finally, we got in touch with someone who says, oh, I might try breast implants, but you're going to have to pay sign an ABN, and if it doesn't get covered, you're paying it. This was $26,000 on insurance. $26,000 on insurance. Yes. And then I hear, oh, well, I didn't give him big enough. You're not a real woman.
Yeah.
And then I hear people sit there and say, well, I need facial time because I don't pass well on 55 and I'm black, or I'm Mexican, or I'm Indian, or
white.
I'm white. Thing is now they come pestering me for it. Continue, Chloe. You know how I feel. I don't like being pestered. You're not so sorry. You're not too hot and gorgeous.
I'm tired of this fuckers. I really am. I was literally crying earlier because I was badly triggered by it, by those types. It upsets me because, you know, a lot of these trainers out there who are getting their badges like a couple years of transition are getting badges, and they have not been anywhere close to what I've been through, what I had to go through.
Well, here's something I want to say without saying it is, and Chloe can understand, my therapist turns around and says, Rita, I need help getting this girl who's 14 to get her badge. I says, no way, dude, I'm not helping. 14, well, I got one that just turned 19 that needs their badge. Dude, no! 19, and I mean, come on. You know where this is going, Chloe?
Yeah. It's those type who piss me off, and I'm sick of it. I mean, I'm really sick of it, and I just want it to stop. I mean, how much more do we have to go through before we're on the point of actually snapping and breaking, you know?
You know, I could wash this and rinse it out thoroughly and use it. I mean, it doesn't have cooties or anything.
Yeah.
Yep, smells like Sonda too. It's her perfume.
Yeah, I smell it.
Well, I could use it. I mean, she ain't gonna use it. I'll use it. She left it here out of tiredness. Why not, right?
Yeah.
So anyways, I'm tired of it too because for 3 years I've been advocating and I hear, well, it's medically necessary, the insurance company's got to pay. Well, it's medically necessary, Medicaid's got to pay. It's medically necessary, Medicare's got to pay. Then you sit there and you get everything lined up and you hear, I'm sorry, we need to delay it 6 months because we need old Margaret here who's 80 years old to give them their badge.
Yeah, and then they want to cancel people like us because they want to give some 80-year-old a badge. Like, well, they're 80 years old. They need their badge more than you do. I'm like, really? Since when does age play a big seniority and a big, you know, and since when is older age people a higher rank than people like us?
I mean, I'm sorry to say that I get tired of seeing on Facebook, well, I had my badge last week. I don't think the taxpayers should pay for it. They pay for mine, but it shouldn't be covered for someone else's.
Yeah, I know. It's like they act like they should be the only special one to get it. They all think that too. They all do. And this is what's destroying their community. And you know what? I hope their community crumbles. I hope the transgender community just crumbles and falls apart.
Well, I've always told you this, and I think you have told you this before I had facial trim. I hated the younger ones that looked like Chloe and others because I didn't pass. They're like, you're not going in our bathroom. But now I walk in there and people are like, oh, look at the little doggy. And I'm like, shrugging, like shirking, you know. Hell, I seen the other day, Chloe and I were sitting there and Chloe and I, where were we exactly? Oh, we were waiting for my doctor's appointment. Chloe had to wheel me up in a wheelchair. Chloe's like, hey, Rita, look at that. Old lady, it was a transgendered woman who probably was about 75. I looked at Chloe and I says, I know what you're thinking. That person better not be using our bathroom.
Yep. Yep. And that's pretty much what I think too.
And by the way, just so you know, and I'm going to say this without saying the clinic's name, I get discriminated by my doctor, who I've heard from like 9 different people and 9 different doctors. Oh, your doctor's a Filipino trans lady boy who transitioned into a female fully and gave up lady boy, married a guy, can't have kids, uses her dogs as her kids, and is a doctor and hates other transgender people that are younger and more attractive. My doctor's 55, so it's like, hey, Crypt Keeper, move along. Yeah. I mean, you remember the other day, I was arguing with you about your facial femme price because I know you can't afford it. Right there, you heard it yourself. Yep. Couldn't afford it. Well, it's not my concern now. My concern is this.
Just stretch my back.
I mean, her concern right now is my lower surgery. Oh, you know, your lower surgery, Bill. Oh, yeah, your lower surgery. Oh, your boob surgery. My boob surgery is paid for. Paid off. I mean, I make my payments on time.
She's jealous. I think she doesn't want you transitioning. That's why she's trying to kill you off.
Well, look at it. Look at her. She wears brown, shiny pantyhose at $50 a pair. My pantyhose are $50 a pair. Good for you. You can waste the money. I won't. So, hey, Moppy. Hi, Mop. You went under the bed, I think. Or was that your foot? Yeah, it was your foot. Moppy, on the other hand, is under the bed. So I look at his tail is wagging. Hi, Mop. So, point is I'm tired of it, okay? I get tired like other people. I hear people, I have family members out there in the world that say, Rita, how come I go to work and I hear, oh yeah, this one's name is Darlene, or just transitioning. I like my makeup. I'm going to use the little woman's room. And they're sitting there like, oh my God, how many more of these fuckers are coming out of the woodwork? That's what they say to me. I mean.
Yeah. Too many of them are coming out of the woodwork.
Exactly, and that's the other thing. I've seen a lot of them lately in this town alone. It makes me wonder if I should go.
It's pretty much it's creepy.
20 years ago, when I transitioned, we were a rare commodity. When someone found out that
even when I started transitioning, it was still rare.
And now it's every time you turn around, you hear someone transitioning. Well, you can't discriminate against me. I'm a taxi driver. I knew a taxi driver that didn't want anyone to know she was trans. It got out one day because my husband was talking to another guy and another girl, and it got out. She had to find a new job. She was furious because my husband was like, oh, yeah, that's cool at the time, and I still have her card, and she still runs a private business for tarot card reading. She's Native American, but she does not pass well for almost 80 years old. I'm telling you that. She's about 80 now. But the bottom line is I'm tired of hearing people, I need a young, hot, and cute, gorgeous. A crusty lady. Picture the face like this. I'm young, hot, and gorgeous. I mean, they look. Why don't you guys make the Elder Scrolls 6 tranny edition, where the tranny orcs are like, make me young, hot, and gorgeous.
Yeah, the old orc men are like, I look young, hot, cute. I want to look. Make me look like a young, hot, cute, gorgeous, young Breton girl.
I mean, I'm sorry to say, out of kindness for everyone, but it disgusts me that I see young people that are in their 20s going, I need to be young, hot, and cute, gorgeous. I need to have a life. I need to have a life with a guy. I need penis.
Yep, and they want to marry a young, attractive guy.
And then they don't. 20 years later, they're sitting there. I mean, my therapist and he brought it up to me a while ago. He says this young girl's more likely going to get someone. Yeah, if they don't kill her for, her not having able to have kids. One day he pops her one, says, "Yeah, I married a man."
Yep.
And then he goes to jail and he's like, "Yeah, Your Honor, they didn't tell me I married a man, so I plugged him one." Judge might be sympathy and say, "Well, I'm giving you a year in prison for this. Make sure your next date is a real woman."
Yep.
And the parents will be, "Oh, it's a hate crime." It isn't when you're fucking lying, deceiving, backstabbing shit that doesn't want anyone to know who you were in the last life.
Yeah.
That's the one thing hubby said really got his goat. He met transgendered women online, and they all told him he didn't fit the bill. He's fat, lazy, smoked cigars, didn't have a 6 or 8 pack, didn't have plenty of money, and did not have good health. And he had a service dog. So what's that tell you? I'm sorry, we can't allow that in our life. We need all these things. Some of them we became friends with just because. When they found that Aaron died, they were still single. I haven't found Mr. Right yet, and I'm waiting.
Yep.
And then there's like 50, 60, 70-year-olds going, "I can't find Mr. Right yet, and I'm waiting." You're not going to get an 18-year-old or 20-year-old or 30-year-old with a nice long schlong, money through the roof. They're not going to want a 70-year-old tranny. I mean, what type of freaking pipe dreams? What is it? At 70 years old, you decide to have a sex change because and by the way, I'm moving the camera down just a bit so you can actually see Chloe's face, even though she's loafing on a pillow.
Hi.
Anyways, the point is, and I want to look at Chloe anyways. Point is, do you think a 70-year-old's gonna find some nice man toy at 20 or 30 that's got money and be like, "Hi, honey, I'm your great future wife"? I mean, do you think a guy like that's gonna want someone like that?
No.
I mean, all these people have their own freaking pipe dreams. I mean, I see it all the time. They're like, "Oh gosh, we need to get straight. We need to have sex. We need to have sex." I don't think about sex. I think about video games and living life and trying to survive. Whereas I hear, "I'm getting a vagina next month, and then I'm going to have sex 6 months later with men's penises in me."
Yep, that's what they say.
And then they bitch 6 months later they had their first penis, and there was no feeling. So, shall you continue, or are you done?
It's like these trannies, they get their sex. There's even some trannies out there who expect to have a baby after they get their vag. Have you ever ran across some?
Yes, I have, and it makes me disgusted.
They're
Like that.
"Oh, I can't wait to have my first. I can't wait to have my first period to get pregnant."
Look at that army dipshit. They basically tried to throw me under the bus. When it didn't work, they have you to challenge. And by the way,
I challenged them and I shut them out.
You want to know what will make? And I know they're not watching this channel because they're a fucking putz. But remember, "Oh, they can't deny the people in the military. They'll never deny the trannies in the military." Well, what did Trumpy do? Bam!
You know what? And and this person said that they weren't even trans. Like, "Oh, I'm not transgender. I'm intersex."
So am I.
I was like, I told this dude, I was like, "You don't know what it's like being IS, you know." And I told him, I was like, "Take it for someone who knows it, and who could school you on it any day." I mean, like, and it's like when Mister tries to say it and say he's autistic at the same time. That was double. I double slammed that fucker.
If army shit is intersexed and saying the army will never ban them and they have to cover the army people, military people, which Trump nailed, and then Mr. Mark is what you call, claims they're intersexed and can have a baby, just like army shit.
My dad
I got a can of corn and a can of green beans to sell you if you really think that you're intersexed and all this.
My dad even said my dad tried to even convince me that he was intersex. And I was like, "Dude, you're not."
Your dad's intersex, then I got a can of carrots to
sell
you.
He's like, "Oh, I can have a baby. I get my sex change. I'll get my ovaries to yours connected to then we'll have a baby." I am like,
I got some fancy cut.
Here's the thing, and even if he was, let's just say if he was, and he was able to have a baby, then it was nice knowing me because I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't even be in the picture. You wouldn't even see me right here, right now. I wouldn't exist. Because guess what? He wouldn't have been able to produce sperm. And without him being able to produce sperm, he wouldn't have been able to pass that genetic information into my mom. And my mom would have had a child with somebody else. And she would have had someone else as a child. I wouldn't have existed. I mean, so my dad trying to claim that he's intersex? No. Because, no. Because he's also trying to deny my existence. And then he decides to, then when I told him he wasn't intersex, he tried to then convince me that I wasn't his child. And that I was someone else, that my mom had me with someone else. He tried telling me that I was actually 50% Hispanic. He said I was more Mexican than anything else and said that my mom had me with a Mexican guy. I don't know. Peoples, do I look Hispanic? Yes or no? You could vote on that, you know. You can say yes, you can say no. And I'll see what you guys think. But, yeah. It's like, Rita and I are tired of these trannies because it just, you know, they're a whole different breed. We're not part of that breed.
Nope. I'm not a tranny.
Neither
I'm a
am I.
woman.
I'm a woman too. We're both women.
And I don't like being called a tranny.
Neither do I. I don't like being called yeah, that's one thing I'm not going to be called is that because I'm not. I'm not a tranny. I never will be. Never had been. Never will be.
For all you wondering, Chloe forgot to serve my salad when I made dinner tonight. I need to eat my salad because salad is good for the heart.
I forgot that. Sorry.
Don't worry about it.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Tonight and later, I will be making a soup in the crock pot overnight for dinners. See, this is what a woman talks about.
Yeah.
Not a stupid, I'm getting a bad job.
When we were eating dinner, I even said I suggested that we talk about how good the food is and not transgender stuff.
Yes.
Because, and you know what I've been talking about lately? Because I've gotten back into
Guild
it.
Wars 2.
Oh yes, Path of Fire. I mean, I've been into that. I've been actually, you know, exploring different new zones and all that. It was pretty cool. I mean, oh, the graphics in this expansion are so awesome. And the graphics in the game in general are awesome. In this new expansion, they have like this big, huge waterfall. Yeah. I mean, they got. Oh,
There's
yeah.
one more bag of salad that I can eat tomorrow before we go off to our trip.
Hey, love, when we get back from Portland, you should play Guild Wars 2 with me. I know you don't have the expansions or anything, but you should play with me. I'll get you to level 80.
Eventually, I'll have the expansions, and the only reason I'm saying this now is Chloe doesn't like me bringing it up, but in 18 weeks, I will have surgery, and because of it, I will have more money afterwards to get the expansions.
Yeah. But yeah, we should play this weekend. Are you game?
Maybe.
What do you mean maybe? You don't want to play? You want to play with me?
I will try.
I'll get you new equipment. I'll go on PvP, win some more gold, so I get you equipment.
So, anyways, a lot of trannies right now. And I'm gonna say this. We'll talk about it more like I will play with you. Anyways, there's something I want to share with you all.
Go ahead.
Well, unlike when the camera is going and there's no verbal coming from Chloe. Anyways, what I wanted to say was, as some of you know my videos, I've been bedridden for a while because of some mysterious ailment. Anyways, because of the mysterious ailment, I hear trannies telling me, "Oh, you're not true tranny. You need to dress up, wear makeup, go out in town." How can I get dressed, walk outside, go to the library to print something out, and then have basically breathing problems for 3 hours?
Yeah.
I mean, what is the definition of a true tranny? I'm talking about tranny, not a genetic error.
Yeah, they're not genetic error, and they're not like us. I mean, genetic error is actually rare, especially these days. Most of them are just the other types. And they're not really, they're not really, women. I mean,
As
come
a
on.
woman, I worry about friends. I really do. Like, I haven't heard from Isabella in almost 3 days.
I worry about friends too.
I'm worried about Isabella,
I mean, I always worry about friends. Because I worry about everybody else too. Everyone I hurt, I eventually feel bad about, and I feel upset. I feel upset if I may have hurt anyone or did anything, because that's what women do. But yet you see these trainees out there, they don't even care. No, when I was at the How House, and I get a little emotional, especially at the end of the month. You know what they did? They were attacking me over it, and they're saying that I'm such a, they're calling me, they're calling me all sorts of names, saying I was a crybaby, and saying I was, saying I whine and complain too much, and they're saying that I get too emotional. Yeah, it's because they don't have emotions. They don't have feelings. They have a typical male brain. They're men. They don't understand what it's like having a female brain.
Apparently, people think I have a male brain, like some of these people that say I am a man with fake tits and a fake face, because I don't have a female brain, what they tell me.
Yeah. It's like, I don't know, are they jealous?
Maybe they don't understand that I may not be emotional like Chloe because...
No, I mean, like...
Because I have too much responsibilities for Chloe.
When I was at the How House, they always attacked me for when I, felt bad about things, and I felt upset easily, and I got emotional. Why did they attack me? Were they jealous that I, was able to have those feelings? Were they jealous of me?
Don't know. Most transgender people think I don't have a female brain.
Same here, Renee. Same here, they don't think I do. And the thing is, I know they don't. I know they have a male brain.
How many trannies do you know, Chloe?
How many?
That like to clean?
None. And how many actual women like to have sex all the time?
I can name one, but I do not want to put it on my blog.
But tell me the percentage of women, of actual women out there who want to have sex all the time.
Most women don't. So 99% don't.
I don't. I'm not even sexual at all, and I just don't really. I just don't really like. I just. It doesn't excite me. I mean, I tried sex before, and it wasn't what I thought it wasn't as exciting as I thought it was.
Well, like I said, I'm the one that loves sex every night. Apparently, it's to heal their man's blue balls.
Yeah, I know, but still, yeah, I know who you're talking about, but back when I had my virginity, yes, I wanted to have sex because I wanted to lose my virginity because I didn't want to be, picked on or bullied for not losing it, After that, though, after I did it, it's just like, I just didn't really care about having sex anymore or not. It's just like it just didn't excite me, and every time I did it for the other person because they wanted it, and I did it for them, but not for myself because with me it's just like I had no pleasure out of having sex.
My virginity was taken by a date rape, but that's a different story.
So,
Boo.
Mine was taken away from me by my ex-fiance.
Yeah.
And I took hers too. So but I don't know. I mean, like, I don't know. What if I didn't? What if I didn't transition out and I was with her? Do you think it would have worked out? If I didn't identify as Chloe, that is.
Don't know. Only you would know. So, anyways, so I've seen a lot of young transgender women. Excuse me, that wasn't ladylike. I apologize.
Okay, I do that too.
It was the salad. The ranch dressing really went good. I love ranch dressing. I also like the light onion dressing too, the Vidalia. But anyways, here's the deal. I've learned that light ranch dressing or light salad dressing is really good because it cuts half the fat out. So, anyways, I think the other stuff went bad, but there's this really good walnut vinaigrette and raspberry or strawberry vinaigrette that's just to die for. But anyways, what I was going to say is I seen a lot of young trans women at the clinic, and then I seen these ones that are non-passable, and they're all sitting there like, Arnold Schwarzenegger, I need a vagina. I need to pass a little better with plumbing proper. And it starts to get upset and bothers me to no end that I see all these. And then Chloe and I, we should see that Chloe's in the bathroom, I guess. So I guess Chloe's not going to answer the next part because, anyways, so being around the horn a few times in the transgender community. Back in the day, they used to turn around and basically give hell to everyone. You're transgendered, you got to pay a high price for surgery. Now it's under insurance and other things. And you look around and you see gorgeous girls like Chloe and myself. And what do we see? I'm sorry, we can't give you a vagina. We have to give Krusty Bill over there a vagina.
Yeah. Oh, because you two could keep your penises because you pass well enough that you don't need a vagina.
Well, you know what? If I see a man that's got the brick face, concrete like brick face that can't pass well even with facial feminization or even after a certain age and they can't pass well at all and they go into my bathroom, I'm going to raise royal hell with them because I don't want them in my bathroom.
I'm raising hell with them too because I don't want a brick wall face man in my restroom. I don't trust them. For all you know, they could rape us for all we know. We're vulnerable women. You know how many transphobic straight men walk into women's restroom to beat us up?
A lot.
Yeah, they'll see one of us walk in there because they're suspicious, and they want to be bigoted. And they're only one few that could tell. They're like the 1% who could tell. They walk into the women's restroom to try to beat us up, and then when they ask why they went in the women's restroom, they're like, "Well, I'm transgender too. I am transgender." You know what some of them do? They'll dress up like women, do a god awful job doing it though, because they'll have their 5 o'clock shadow and everything. They'll do it just so they could go in and beat us up and kill us, and then they leave. Well, I have a right to use that restroom too because I'm a real woman. I'm a woman. And the next day, they're back dressed as a guy. So, that's why I don't like those brick wall face trannies, because I don't trust them. I don't trust them because, what, I've been beaten, abused, with men dressing as women. Just, have you ever had a stepfather who beat you, and then every time you say you want your mommy to comfort you, they go around putting your mom's clothes on, try to dress as your mom with a wig and everything, and then they beat you.
He did?
One time he did. And after having those types of trauma and memories, when I was at the house, I was thinking about that once. After that, I didn't want any of those brick wall trannies around me. I told them, it's like, yes, and my interpersonal issues, tranny, the man in the dress, being here, because for all I know, you'll probably beat me up dressing like a woman. Then they kept saying, "Well, I'm not the same person as your stepfather." Like, I don't care. A man is a man no matter what. I mean, I don't know. I guess I've seen a lot, been through a lot, and I just, I'm very bitter with the trans community, but I have every reason to be. I have my reasons and every reason to be bitter, and I'm proud to be bitter. So please hit like and subscribe and stay in tune for more videos. Thank you and have a wonderful evening, and thank you for watching
Please
the latest Chloe. Alright, thank you for watching the latest Chloe edition. Go ahead.
Please add and subscribe. Please post comments. Please leave feedback, suggestion. Just keep it nice is all we ask. And good night and God bless you all.